We're live, boys. And we're playing Infernal Shrines. Alright, let me select the map. Infernal Shrines, update the round.
The Kerrigan map.
Custom games. Infernal Shrines, create. Okay. Start round 1. Make observer. Make observer. Alright, cool. Home team. Let me invite one man mega fan first. Start the draft. Make sure the draft link is correct. Yep, Dropbox. All this pre-work, man. It's craziness. Craziness. Alright, so Infernal Shrines. So what do you want to see tonight out of Infernal Shrines out of these two teams? What are you looking for?
I mean, we'll look at it. There might be a Kerrigan pick. I mean, we played plenty of KTs on this map. It's pretty killer. Li Ming's not so good, so maybe we won't see that.
Maybe. Okay.
Probably see some Malfurion or something, because those are... Malfurion's pretty strong. Chen's pretty strong. Chen would not be that bad on this map.
Chen would not be that bad on this map, yeah? I could see Chen. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stalking 10, just checking. Yep, okay. Invite to game. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. That could be fun to watch. What else? Anything else? I don't know anything about these two teams. I mean, I think we haven't cast either of these teams. So
the
right
robot
now,
masters and died for vision.
Right. Let's see. Let me look them up real quick. I think we got two good teams here. I think they are both. Let's see what their record is. Division 3. All right, Robot Masters. Robot Masters is 2 and 3, and Die for Vision is 1 and 2. Die for Vision recently joined after completing their placements, so that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, just it'll be interesting. We've cast a lot of Division 3 games, but I do not recall casting either of these teams.
Yeah, I have not seen, or I don't think I've seen either of these teams yet, so it'll be a surprise. Maybe there'll be some cheese picks on this map. Lost Vikings or something.
We could see that. I could see that being the case.
I think Sylvanas would be a pretty good pickup on this map too, because she would just make the value of the Punisher that much higher.
And Sylvanas is always a good pick on this map. Both of the Diablo maps, Sylvanas works out well. It all comes down to what you're prioritizing now. With the recent nerfs towards Zarya and Malf, even though they're both still absolutely viable heroes, either one of them could have a problem and could not be and could be drafted or I'm sorry, banned right away.
Yeah, a bunch of popular trends that we've been seeing on this map. There's like the Zool either clear 2 lanes or the Zool rotation with like a Johanna or something, because they have a lot of wave clear.
Right. No, it'll be interesting. I'm interested to see this. This is also one of my favorite maps, both to play and to cast. The only map I think I prefer more than Infernal Shrines is actually Towers of Doom, personally.
Towers of Doom is a very brawly map.
Right?
So we're just waiting on one more here.
Yep, just waiting on one more, and then I'll get all the links out to everybody, and we'll get started. I did send the observer link into caster chat for you, so you should have that.
Okay. So in other news, I don't know if you know, but there is the League of Legends Worlds Championship going on right now.
I actually was aware of that, and I've caught a few of the games. Not as many as I caught last time around, but I have caught a couple of them. I'm more, honestly, I'm more looking forward to BlizzCon and seeing the World's Champions for that.
Oh yeah. The last American team in the League of Legends Worlds just lost. So
Really?
Yep.
That sucks.
There's still, I think there's still a European, Korean, and Chinese team.
Okay.
So those are like the other ones. Oh, and wild card.
And wild card.
Yeah. I can't wait for BlizzCon either, because that just means they're going to announce more heroes for this game.
Absolutely. All right. Draft links are out. Everybody has what they're supposed to have. Let's hop on over there and see what we can see. Currently waiting for both teams to join. I do apologize. I do have a bit of a cold that I'm getting over, so I will be chowing down on cough drops for most of this match. And attempting not to cough in everybody's ears. So, Robot Master's ready to go.
Just waiting on Die for Vision. And we're in.
And the critical first ban.
Yeah, we might see the typical Falstad ban on this map.
Falstad's falling out of favor, though.
Yeah, he is. So is Zagara.
Well, and I've seen more Dahaka and more Brightwing play for both of them.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. They've been... I've seen a lot more of them around, too. Robot Master's already dipping into their time pool here. Oh. The Zarya ban.
Zarya ban right away. Yep.
So either they didn't want to force the other team to ban Zarya, or they didn't have a Zarya player, perhaps.
And a mouth ban. Okay.
Yeah.
Still prioritizing that mouth. But
all the overpowered heroes, or most of the overpowered heroes, out of the way.
Kerrigan. Kerrigan's a great pick here. I would have liked Sylvanas a little bit better, but I understand the Kerrigan pick.
Yeah, Kerrigan, for the shrine control, she can just not die as long as there are as long as the objective is up.
Really, Kerrigan Mouth here is crazy OP, because Mouth innervating and Kerrigan just hopping around. She never runs out of mana, always has the shields. It's insane.
And the other team is opting for the Johanna. I think they might pick the Zool here as well, because Johanna and Zool are really good.
That's kind of how I would go, but I could also see going Sylve here. Because again, like you mentioned, Sylve's just really powerful on the two Diablo maps.
Oh, the KT.
Also a good wave clear. Not a bad choice. And Johanna KT really doesn't set your comp for anything, right? You can go pretty much any way at this point. You've only gotten a mage and a solid warrior pick, so you can react to the next two picks easier this way.
Yeah, the Robot Masters, I'd like to see them maybe pick up a Li Ming for their mage, or maybe they'll pivot and go towards just something else that they have in mind.
I'm not a fan of Li Ming in this map. Okay, Jaina pick.
But the Li Ming Kerrigan combo is pretty killer.
I would have liked a Vala there too, but Jaina works just as well. I like Vala on this map personally.
Yeah, Val's pretty good on this map. So they have a mage, an assassin. Probably go for a tank next.
They're trying to decide if they want to go
Maybe.
warrior or support right now. That's what they're
Yeah.
talking about on comms. %, they're debating that. And they go the Uther pick. Okay.
Ooh, the old school Uther Kerrigan combo here.
And this still doesn't show anything, so it's still pretty open where they go with their last 2 picks.
Yeah.
Now,
do you think the Robot Masters are gonna go like more dive with the Uther Kerrigan, like maybe Tyrael or something, or do you think they'll pick something more defensive?
I would have liked to. Okay, so Die for Vision banned the ETC. I would have liked to have seen the ETC Zeratul pick there, because I think Jaina, Zeratul, Kerrigan, and ETC with an Uther, crazy powerful. But they banned the ETC already, so that kind of makes that more difficult to do.
Yeah, they saw it coming.
That's what I would have been afraid of. In the Sylve ban, that's a good choice, because now they Die for Vision hasn't picked up a specialist yet, and now they cannot get probably the most powerful specialist on this map, short of Zul with that crazy wave clear that he has.
Yeah, I think Die for Vision might just go for Zul.
I'd like to see him pick up maybe a Zul and a healer. Maybe a Rhaegar.
Like
Maybe a Brightwing. Brightwing's a good choice, yeah. The polymorphs on Kerrigan can get really annoying. Every time she dies, just immediately polymorph.
I can actually hear you, or hear myself over.
Can you?
Oh, no, I can't. I can't now.
Alright, hold on, I'll swap. It's not a big deal. Just cover this for a minute.
Since they have their tank and healer, they're probably... Yeah, they're going for the Thrall here. So they're either saving their specialist for last, or they might not even pick a specialist. Okay, good. Yeah, no problem. Now the Robot Masters have to pick up a tank. They might even go double tank here. Although, yeah, Murden's pretty good.
Choice. I would like to see double tank here. That wouldn't actually kill them. They have a lot of damage with Jaina KT. Going like maybe a Leo, maybe a Tyrael. Tyrael's still a good choice here.
Murden's really good at diving the KT, but here's what I think. If they do choose another tank, then that's not Rexar or something, right? They're going to have a lot of melee, which just, you have to walk through KT.
That's true. That's very, very
true.
true.
Like all of KT's flame strikes, flame bombs, they're just going to AoE your team down.
That's very true. And they got 30 seconds in their pool left to think about it, and they look like they're really pondering this last choice.
Yeah, they're really thinking about that last pick. Five seconds.
Hopefully they get it locked in. I know after the last 5 seconds it gets really cranky. And they go with the Vala.
Last second Vala. Yeah, that's pretty good because now they don't have all melee. They don't have 4 melee, they only have 3.
Right, and Uther really can stay in the back if he needs to. He doesn't have to engage in melee.
Yeah, he doesn't have to walk up. Now, Die for Vision really has the pick of the litter here. They can now that they've seen the entire comp for the Robot Masters, they can just pick whatever they need.
I'd actually kind of like to see them go second tank here. And just CC the back line. Going with an Anubarak, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Go in with the web.
Yeah, it'd be very disruptive.
Isolate Jaina or Uther, or even the Vala, and then try and wipe the rest of the team. And they go with the Hammer.
Sergeant Hammer.
That's an interesting choice on this map. Let's see how that plays out. That's not quite right. I know I didn't meme that perfectly, but that's what I'm going with. I wasn't sure if you would catch interesting strategy, Cotton. Let's see how this plays out. Or how it works out. How it works out, I think, is what it is. I gotta go watch the movie again. Anyway, it's an interesting draft. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out for him.
I see. It's all good.
Alright, looks like both teams have all their heroes selected. Just waiting for them both to ready up, and then we'll load this game and get going. Interesting draft. It will be interesting to see how this plays out. I look forward to it.
Does Jaina have a red skin? A red color?
I do not believe Jaina actually has a red skin, no.
That is unfortunate for Team Robot Masters.
Absolutely.
Everybody is red but Jaina. Maybe they should have put KT instead.
Right?
So we can get that red going.
Alright, so on Team Robot Masters, or the Robot Masters, we have Kerrigan played by Mega Man Fan, Jaina played by Aleph Zero, Uther played by Mellowbuck, Muradin played by Stocktagon, and Vala played by Marximus.
And for the red team, we have Die for Vision, we have Handsome Man on Thrall, Zuz on Johanna, Joey Joe Jr. on Oriole, Renz on Kael'thas, and Kerrigan on Sergeant Hammer. Kerrigan. One of those, right?
Joe Jr. That's a name, buddy. That is a name. I like it. I approve. Alright, so get your bets in. What do you think we're going to see here? Are we going to see a 5-man mid-rush? Or is everybody going to split from the beginning?
I think we're going to see a 5-man mid-rush.
I agree. I agree.
I mean, the only team that I see that might not be going for it would be Die for Vision, because they do have a Sergeant Hammer, so they might not want to siege up in front of like a Kerrigan, Muradin, or something.
Right.
So then they'd split, but
it doesn't, even if you all go mid, right? You can put Hammer in a bush, or Hammer just sit Hammer behind everybody.
Yeah.
And just let it go, you know?
Yeah.
Prepare for battle, mortals.
All right. Let's see how they line up.
Oh man, red team right now, or blue team rather. They're all dancing.
Are they?
Look at that.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty. I appreciate what you did there, Robot Masters, even though I was not there to see it.
3, 2, 1. The slaughter begins.
And they are splitting. I was wrong.
But this could spell a couple of kills here early on for Robot Masters if they can get in there and get a kill.
I think Die for Vision will probably play it safe because they do realize that, wait a second, we don't have 5 people in the mid lane. They probably do.
No, I agree, but and it looks like Robot Masters is gonna miss out on some of that soak. They did get Jaina up top to face that Thrall one-on-one. Oh, looks like we have a little rotation going on here. Little 4-man mid-top. or mid bottom action going on.
Holy
Now-
crap, Kerrigan tanking all those mines.
That did not look like it was fun. Now the question is, yeah, they're definitely keeping a 4-man rotation here. Are they going to catch anybody? No, it looks like they're just trying to get the rotation in. They are
Yeah,
missing
this is-
just a little bit of soak because they're doing it this way, though.
I think this is the correct play from Robot Masters because they do have the Kerrigan. They want to keep rotating and look for those picks. Like, right now they might want to ignore the Sergeant Hammer or something and go mid to try to pick off either the Oriole or the KT.
Right, or the KT. Instead, they really keep looking to dive on that hammer. Meanwhile, Valid getting in and doing a little bit of work there. Not enough to actually get even close to a kill, but pushing KT and Oriole back.
Prepare yourselves for the
And it looks like we're going to have the bottom shrine pop up first. Oh, that,
man,
hammer,
Sergeant.
that hammer might be in danger here.
Taking a lot of damage.
Yep,
She goes
that's
down.
that hammer.
Big KT Flame Strike. Not enough damage to take anybody else out on the opposing team.
Chunk Vala pretty low there, though, and it is going to
Yeah.
be an Arcane Punisher to start. Always fun to see that first.
Uther did take Wave of Light as his first talent, so his W's is gonna have to be on point.
KT with a little cheeky flame strike to steal some of those minions from the Johanna getting low and dying. Wow. Vala just sitting on 10 stacks and doing work. That's the
Yeah, while
advantage I
Kerrigan-
like on Vala on this map.
While Kerrigan is really good at clearing this objective, she does run out of mana fairly quickly. So she's gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, they're about double the speed of Die for Vision there getting that done. I would have liked Die for Vision to have just split earlier, recognizing that they probably weren't going to get it. Maybe leave the hammer there to harass a little bit, but send everybody else to soak lanes. Try and get your XP contribution ahead.
Yeah, Sergeant Hammer did try to pull the Punisher over the wall, however, she was too close to the gate, so it just jumped right in front of the gate. Now, I don't know if I wanted to engage here if I was Team Die for Vision, because there's a lot of arcane lines going
Lines
around.
going around, yeah.
Yeah.
I would not want to.
What are they? Arcane turrets or something?
Sure, we'll go with that. Arcane turrets. Let's go with that. Looks like they did get the front wall down, and that's really all you can realistically expect on that first Punisher. No deaths, no kills, so it looks like everybody's just going to clear their lanes. Looks like the Robot Masters are going to go ahead and grab a couple camps. Bottom camp taken by Vala, Murden, and Uther, and then Kerrigan's already started the middle camp.
KT going with the convection build here, and he's got to stay really safe in order to get that up all the way, because the other team does have Murden and Kerrigan who can both dive him.
And they are a tier up, sitting on 7s right now.
Ooh, Johanna might want to be careful here. Goon Squad's coming down.
Oh, that's a dead Johanna. She's not getting out of that.
Nice for Robot Masters saving their CC for when the Iron Skin went down, so that she was not unstoppable anymore. All the CC just came out right after that.
No, in addition to saving that, that really was a great rotation. And now they're using their advantage to invade the siege camp for the for Die for Vision. Looks like they're not gonna finish it off though. They're just gonna back out before the wave.
Yeah, Hammer set up right in that little thing right there. It's pretty hard to break.
Right. And it looks like it's gonna be a top Punisher this time around. And they might bounce down here on Hammer, but it looks like they're just going to clear this wave real quick. And then everybody's going to go ahead and rotate top. Uther mid lane trying to take out these siege giants. I'm not sure they want to leave it, so somebody's definitely going to have to clear that before they all go top. Looks like Kerrigan's doing the work.
Yeah, I think they can afford to lose a couple of objectives. I don't know, monkeys, hobos
Yeah.
here. Because they do have the Kerrigan who can clear it really quickly.
And she's sitting on mostly full mana, so...
Oh, Murden getting super
Little
stunned
fight,
out right
Murden's
here.
gonna
Oh,
die here with that explosion,
he
yeah.
gets blasted by KT.
And that's gonna be
And
2
hammer.
for none. Oh no, 2 for 1. I'm sorry. They did pick up a KT in that exchange, but Kerrigan and Murden going down means really Die for Vision should have this.
And another big thing here is that KT's convection has now been reset.
Actually, good point. He has been reset. I mean, it looks like Robot Masters is trying to stay inside this and keep at least poking.
Yeah, they don't exactly have the best objective killing, but... So that's not why they're not exactly killing it super fast.
But the reality is, if somebody doesn't get in there and do something with that hammer, they're just going to take a lot of damage.
Kerrigan combo comes in. Ball has to get out.
They're really low, though. Robot Masters is getting really low, and that's another dead Murd in there.
Yeah, this hammer really doing work. Hammer's just staying in the back, just chunking everybody out.
No, absolutely, and that was my point. If they didn't get back there and deal with that hammer, that was not going to end well for them, and it didn't. And now Hammer's just going to turret. They did successfully pull the Immortal across. Not the Immortal, I'm sorry, the Punisher. So there is that. They did pull it back, and it does look like all that Vision's going to get is maybe the first fort, which second Punisher of the game, that's really not bad. Hammer Teeth, though, she might overstay her welcome here, but it looks like, no, looks like they're just going to all back out of safety.
Looks like they want to go for a little bit of aggression right here from Team Robot Masters.
I mean, as a player, I think you and I both know that that's the point where you can't quite decide if you want to push it or you want to bail out quickly and just go back to soaking. And I think cooler heads prevailed there. Teams are going to go ahead and clear both their camps, clear the waves out. And prepare for the next Punisher phase.
Yeah, both teams have gotten one Punisher at least, so that it's pretty even right now, even though Team Robot Masters is slightly behind on EXP. As long as they soak these waves properly, they should be fine.
And Vala going Rain of Vengeance instead of Strafe, I guess, partially to make up for that missing ETC.
Oh, Murden going in, trying to kill this hammer.
It's now, oh, they might get her here. Nope, she's gonna get out.
Both the Rain of Vengeances go out. Sunder comes out too.
Yeah, really, we saw a lot of ultimates used there to try and pick that off and to save that hammer.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have to have the Kerrigan and the Murden, or even the full team dive that
Right, that hammer.
dive that hammer.
Of course you follow me.
Which is gonna be really hard because Crystal Aegis from Oriole prevents that. Like,
Flame Slinger, thank you for the follow. No, Crystal Aegis does, right? And so what do you do there? There's not much you can do. And it looks like Hammer doing work middle lane still when the Punisher's coming up bottom lane. Looks like Die for Vision should be able to clear those giants pretty quickly and set up around the shrine to engage on it pretty easily.
yeah, all the ultimates from Team Robot Masters are gonna have to be on point if they're gonna be able to take out Hammer and KT.
Absolutely. And Hammer's set up in her favorite position on the shrine, just turning away. But the Robot Master is getting a lot of early, yeah, we'll go with Monkey Face.
Phoenix and Blessed Shield both came out already. Murden takes a lot of damage, goes out.
Wow. Everything's going out. Everybody's using everything. We're looking to get a kill, and the only one dead so far is that Kerrigan. I mean, literally everything is on cooldown except for Hammer's Hilltop and Thrall's Thunder. And I believe at the beginning of that fight, Thrall's Thunder may have actually still been on cooldown from before, but Thrall
the
going
re-engage
deep
coming
and
out
dying,
here.
Yeah. He got his Thunder out, but not before he died, and it did not help save him at all.
And Robot Masters actually gets his Punisher, even though Hammer is set up in that spot right over there.
That, honestly, that surprises me. Good on them for getting that done. I was
That's
not
gonna be
expecting that.
It's gonna be much harder when Hammer gets like graduating range.
Right.
If she continues doing that, because she's gonna be able to cover the entire shrine.
And I believe that's 13, isn't it?
Uh,
Or is it 16?
I think it's 16. I believe it is 16. Murden kind of getting cut out there, but John Cena saving his life.
And then they're just gonna abandon the Punisher and move middle and soak the lane, clear the wave. Maybe invade this camp. Come on, guys. You know you want to invade that camp.
Oh, they're gonna take out this wall instead.
I see Murden looking at that camp. I really feel like he wants to take this camp.
Dude, he's staring at the camp.
Right? 100% this Murden wants to take that camp, but he's gonna back out. You know someone right now on comms is going, no, buddy, we can't steal this camp. You know, we know you want the camp, but you can't do it.
They're gonna take out all these walls instead.
That's not a bad plan, right? If the wall's gone, they can't bait it over the wall.
Yeah. They're gonna want to be careful here because Die for Vision is rotating up. However, they're taking the safe route and not the aggressive route.
Uh-oh. Murden did not take the safe route to get out of there, and this may cost him.
A lot of ultimates did go out on Murden though.
Oh yeah, everybody's popping it all again, boys. We gotta fight.
Oh man, they're gonna have to take out that hammer eventually.
Wall's down, Kerrigan's down, and nobody's on that hammer until Valak gets down with one Rain of Vengeance strike on it. 1 for 1, and it looks like both teams are gonna back away from this engagement.
Yeah, that's an even trade right there. Both teams just fighting with everything they have these team fights.
No, you're right.
Man.
They really are putting it all out on those team fights.
KT needs like one more flame strike on an enemy hero or something. He's really close to getting it done.
Is he? That's excellent. And it looks like top shrine, so they could set up early for this, but it looks like they're not going to. Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought they were going to invade the enemy camp right
I did
now
too,
with
I
their
did too.
5-man. That would have been great. They have no hammer set up, and they would have just caught 3 right there.
KT backing out because he already knows they're rotating up to see him. They need to start this and take advantage of their the lead in personnel that they have right now.
Yeah, Kerrigan should work up on building a huge shield and then
Uh-oh.
use that with Divine Shield to dive the hammer or whoever she wants to dive.
Murden is about to get cut off.
But he's Murden, right?
I mean, I know he's Murden, but still. Thrall going deep, and he might die for it. Yep, there goes Thrall. But the Phoenix comes out and picks off the Kerrigan.
Oh, Murden diving in
Murden
there,
diving
though.
in, though, with no support, though. I don't know if he's going to live through this one. Johanna doing everything she can to keep Murden in the hammer's range.
Yeah, Divine Shield is forced out on Murden right there. This hammer is just constantly kept at almost full HP by the Oriole.
Yeah, Hammer really is doing the work, too, right? She's sitting in the back, turning in, doing
Here comes the second
everything she needs
engage.
to, Failing when she
Oh,
needs to.
KT might go down here. Oh, KT goes down. Although his convection is done, so he does
Well,
not
that's
lose
good,
it.
so he's not going to lose it. Kerrigan, or I'm sorry, not Kerrigan. Johanna going down. Hammer in a really bad spot now that she's lost all her tanks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure you want to sit there anymore. So this should be another one for the Robot Masters.
I'm liking the strategy here from Robot Masters. They go in, they bait out every single ultimate, they back off, and then they come back in when
Yeah,
there's no ultimates to help out the hammer,
yeah.
and then they just dive in.
And again,
Nicely
it's an
played.
Arcane Punisher, but it's an Arcane Punisher at 15 minutes, and they have 16 tier advantage. This could do some work here. But Hammer actually successfully baiting this Punisher over the wall. Well, deeper. I guess the wall was deeper, so deeper. We'll go with deeper.
Oh, that could be bad for the KT. Hero minion saving his life.
Oh wow, Murden going give him the axe. You know I'm a fan of that talent, but I think he might have wanted the survivability a little bit more. It looks like they're gonna back off after having gotten the fourth, so No overextending here. Looks like they may try to get this forward or may just clear the waves.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of situation that Kerrigan wants to be in, either like really ahead or at least even.
Right.
Because if she is even or really far ahead, then she just gets a lot more value compared to when she's behind.
Looks like Kerrigan's just rotating around taking camps at this point. Yep.
And Hammer does get graduating range.
And they're setting up on their own camp. Are they going to bush party this or are they going to start the camp? That's the question. I'd like to have seen them bush party that.
Oh, Murden, they're baiting
walking
you.
But Murden's going to back out knowing they're all there. Had they bush
Yeah, he doesn't want to jump in there.
Had they bush partied, I think they could have picked that Murden off there. Looks like the rest of Team Die for Vision's actually backing away from this fight. Or at least getting by their fort to try and protect the fort instead of coming out from the choke point below. Probably a wise decision for them.
I think they're probably going to wait for the next shrine, because Hammer does have to get somewhat close, and she doesn't have, like, too much protection at that point, because she's not, like, under a fort or something.
Right. They did clear all of the mid lane, and it looks like KT is starting to clear the top lane out. But, oh, here we go. Robot Master's setting up a little push party game.
Murden scouting this out. He goes straight for the KT, though. No follow-up. Doesn't want to go in too
They're
deep.
all right there. The shrine is right there, but it looks like they're just going to set up around the shrine instead of going in looking to get a kill.
Murden walks into all 5 of them.
Murden might die here. He went really deep for that. It looks like everybody's popping it all again.
Divine Shield goes out on Jaina to save her life. She walks back into the Phoenix and dies.
Aegis went out. Everything's going out. It looks like we're going to get a nice 3 for nothing. Maybe even a 4 for nothing if they can pick. Nope. Vala escaped and that Uther is running. So 3 for nothing on the side of Die for Vision. That was a great engage for them.
Yeah. Robot Master's not sticking with their strategy of going in, baiting a lot of ultimates, and then just retreating.
No, they just went hard.
Yeah, they went really hard, and they just took all the ultimates, and unfortunately, they did not survive.
I mean, that's always the challenge with any melee against a KT, right? KT can zone you so well, and your choice is either do I let KT zone me, or do I stand in the fire?
Yeah.
And, you know, if years of playing World of Warcraft has taught me anything, standing in fire is bad. But the problem for them is then Hammer's sitting behind the fire, right?
Yeah.
So she can just sit there and turret indefinitely.
Phoenix goes out.
Phoenix does go out. They want to push hard with this one. It's a 19-minute Punisher. They are looking to at least get this gate, if not go all the way through and get this keep. I don't know that they'll get the keep here.
Yeah, that's Thunder Throne trying to get that Vala. 19 to 19. Are they gonna fight here under the fort?
I would not suggest it, but they might.
Kerrigan taking a lot of damage right there.
They got Kerrigan really low, and now Kerrigan's diving in. Oh, they might pick off that Hammer, but instead Kerrigan dies and Hammer dies. And the Vala. That's a great Ring of Frost. That was a 3-man ring. And we're looking at a 3-for-1 swap. They should push this and at least take the keep if nothing else.
See, that's the dive that I was talking about. See, they went in, but the Oriole Aegis could just completely shut it down.
Yeah. Now, are they going to try to finish? They do have 20s. So you got Bolt, Indestructible, Shield Coat, Nexus Frenzy, and Flamethrower. They could potentially finish here.
I think the core's gonna go down here. Oriole's healing is fairly high, so I think they'll be able to do it.
On the other side, if Robot Masters can kill at least one of them, they could save their core, but it does not look like that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Oriole
Shield
just
Poke comes out.
And Shield Poke. Yeah, that's going to be game. And, you know, all it takes sometimes in this game is one team fight towards the end where you can flip it around, and the next thing you know, your team's on top and the other team's lost. You know, we see that all the time in lots of games that we play and have watched. So, and KT doing the crazy hero damage there.
Yeah, his flame strikes and flame bombs like hit so many people.
Hammer doing a good amount too. And if you just look, right, the 120, let's call it 130,000 hero damage versus only 70,000 from the next two highest.
Yeah, but you gotta dive one, right? You're gonna dive KT, who's sending out all those flame strikes, or you're diving a Hammer that's just hitting your team from a mile away.
Right, and either way, you're gonna struggle, right? Like, there's no fixing that. Let's see, that was Die for Vision at 1. Let's go ahead and set that. Cool. So, congratulations, Team Die for Vision. I think I just stole your line. Sorry about that. And that's actually our last game we're casting this week. And no casting next week. I will be on vacation. So let's see. Die for Vision with that win, though, got moved up to 22nd place. They are 2-2 now. That was Die for Vision that just won, right? Did I mess that up? Red team, feed, matches. Yeah, Die for Vision 1. Okay, cool. So, well played, both teams. Somebody has to win, somebody has to lose. That's the ChairLeague way. And
you either win or you learn, right?
Right. I will get this uploaded to YouTube tomorrow sometime, so it will be there. And otherwise, I guess everybody have a great weekend, and I will be back casting on the 24th. Thank you, Mystic, as always.
Happy to be here.
And, yeah, cool.